What's up, my friends? The price of food keeps going up, but if you're like me, you still like your steak. So last few months, rather than buying the more expensive cuts, I've tried out some other cheaper alternatives. And I found one in this flat iron steak. And just with a little bit of love, this steak can be just as good, if not better, as some of your other more pricey cuts. So without further ado, let's get started. So real quick, the flat iron steak is part of the chuck, pictured here, and looks like this. So as you can see, this is just one portion of a flat iron steak. Usually it's somewhere around 2 to 3 pounds, and you get 3 to 4 cuts. Now the one I got looks to be a center cut, so fairly even. Now what we don't know is, when I flip this over, what's it going to look like on the other side. So let's open it up and take a look. So as you can see, this is just over a half a pound. Came in at $6.75, which is pretty reasonable price, I think. Now, as I said, on top, the steak looks good, but what is underneath? There you go. That's the old butcher's trick. Got a little bit of what they call sinew or silver skin. This one's really not bad at all. So I'm simply going to try to just remove that little part, because it's not going to melt away when you cook it. But overall, this one looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. So the method I'm going to use today is called blackened. It's the method of taking a spice herb blend, putting on meat or fish fairly heavily, and then cooking in a fairly hot pan. Now, I'm not going to go too hot. I don't want to smoke up my kitchen. As far as the seasoning, there's 2 or 3 out there at your regular grocery store or your local grocery store. Today, I'm going to use the Kroger brand. I find that it's pretty good. And I like it on chicken, fish, or in this case, steak. So, put it on pretty heavily. And I've got a meat tenderizer. All right, it's covered pretty good. Take the meat tenderizer. As you can see, this thing is dangerous. But I'm going to go over it a couple times. Steak has been out probably for at least an hour now. So, tenderizer is going through it pretty easily. Now I'm going to pick up that spice that's on the cutting board. I don't know why I closed that. Guess so I wouldn't spill it. Keep putting it on. My stomach just rumbled. Sorry, microphone's right there. All right. This is going to be good. All right. All right, so now I'm going to heat up a pan. I'm going to put some butter in it, get it nice and hot, and then we're going to cook this bad boy. We're going with it. Well, hopefully I won't trigger the smoke alarm. But that is what blackening is, a very hot pan. The sound you hear is me opening a sliding glass door. Oh yeah. Looking good. All right, I'm gonna give it another flip. Get some of that oil in there, that oil butter combo. All right, I broke out my super duper spatula. Put a little bit of weight on it. Gone this far with the smoke. Listen, I'm not gonna stop now. We want a good sear on that steak. Oh yeah. Now I'm not pressing too hard, but just enough to try to get the meat flat on the stainless steel. All right, it's been another good minute. Oh yeah. All right, time to check the temp on the steak. Oh, smaller part's done. This bad boy's ready. A little bit of the juice is coming out. All right, nothing left to do but give it a cut. Oh yeah. I don't know about you. That's just right for me. All right, let me continue to slice. I'm gonna move and we're gonna try it out. All right, check it out. Looking good. All right, so after it's rested, there is some juice there, but not a lot. Let's try it out. Mm. Got the right amount of chew. It's not super tender, but it's tender enough. As you can see, I ate pretty easily. Cut it with a fork. I mean, it's cooked just, it's perfect for me. The blackened seasoning comes through, which is salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, probably a little bit of thyme, maybe a touch of cayenne. But overall, for just under $7, this and a baked potato or some mashed potatoes, that's heaven for me. Just about. All right. So, so if you like steak, but not wanting to break the bank with these super high prices, I highly recommend a flat iron steak. This is super good, very delicious. All right, my friends, as always, I wish you good eating.